Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. What you're hearing right now, this is Salem 66. It's an EP they did from 1983, and the song that was playing was the Pony Song. But great stuff from Salem 66. So today's video is going to be 15 albums by female artists. And this is going to consist of like female solo artists, and then all female bands, and then female fronted bands. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And first up, this is Nico, Live Heroes from 1986. A live performance she did, I think, in France. She does a really good cover of David Bowie's Heroes, which is fantastic, and she also covers Velvet Underground's All Tomorrow's Parties and Femme Fatale, and a really good version of The Doors' The End, which she had covered on a studio album. I think she was probably touring for that album during this concert. But yeah, really good stuff here. I always enjoyed Nico's solo work. I know she's not for everybody, but I don't know, I dig her. So yeah, there you go, Nico and Live Heroes. And up next, we got Martha Velez, Fiends and Angels. This is really good. It's like hard blues, like electric blues rock, and man, is this fantastic. There's a lot of people on here, like Eric Clapton, and a lot of other people I can't think of right now. The guitarist from the Groundhogs is on here, Tony McPhee, and Stan Webb from Chicken Shack is another one, but then there's like several other people too. But yeah, this is really good. Really, like I said, hard electric blues. Songs like I'm Gonna Leave You, Swamp Man, A Fool for You, Tell Mama, Feel So Bad. She does a cover of Bob Dylan's It Takes a Train to Cry, which is a great version of that. And Come Here, Sweet Man, Let the Good Times Roll. Great stuff from Martha Velez. She's got a fantastic voice. She's got a really powerful, soulful voice. And she was asked to join Big Brother and the Holding Company after Janis Joplin left, but she turned him down. But yeah, check out Martha Velez if you don't know about her. Her album Fiends and Angels. Great stuff. And up next, speaking of Janis Joplin, Pearl, Janis Joplin's last album, released after her death in, I think, 1971. But yeah, this has her version of Me and Bobby McGee, a song by Chris Christopherson that Janis took and kind of made her own. But yeah, there's great stuff on here too. The opening track, Move Over, is really good. Cry Baby, Half Moon is really good. Mercedes Benz, Get It While You Can. Just all classic songs from Janis Joplin. Her solo stuff, for the most part, I thought was pretty good, but I still always prefer the stuff that she did with Big Brother and the Holding Company. But yeah, there you go. Janis Joplin, Pearl. And up next is Patti Smith, The Dream of Life. This is her first solo album from 1988, and it features Fred Smith from the MC5 on guitar. She also has two members from the Patti Smith group, Richard Soul and J.D. Daugherty. But yeah, this is pretty good. I prefer the stuff that she did with Patti Smith group, but this is pretty good. There's this anthem on here called "People Have the Power," which is great, and "Pass That Cross" is another good one. "Dream of Life," the title song, is good, and "Looking for You," I was just, yeah, pretty good album from Patti Smith, her first solo album. After this album, she would disappear for about 7 years, and during that time, her husband, Fred Smith, passed away, and she came back like in the mid-90s, and she's still kicking, still doing pretty good. So if you're not familiar with this album by Patti Smith, check it out. Patti Smith, "The Dream of Life." And up next is Lydia Lunch, 1313. This is goth rock, and it's kind of like drony sounding, and she sings with like this monotone vocal, deadpan delivery. But songs like "Stairs to Nowhere," when "stairs" is S-T-A-R-E-S, "Snake Pit Breakdown," "Dance of the Dead Children," "Suicide Ocean," "Afraid of Your Company," "I Fell in Love with a Ghost," just really creepy kind of lyrics to some of the songs, and just, gothic rock, but pretty good. I enjoy it. Lydia Lunch, 1313. And up next, this is Shangri-La's "Leader of the Pack." This is so good. I love this band. The songs on here, they do 3 of their greatest songs are on this album, like "Give 'Em a Great Big Kiss," "Leader of the Pack," and "Remember Walking in the Sand." All 3 of those are big hits for them. But other songs on here, like "I Can Never Go Home Anymore," "Give Us Your Blessing," "Dressed in Black," "Past, Present, and Future." But yeah, pretty good stuff. 60s girl group sounds, just really good. Call and response choruses, just really good stuff from the Shangri-Las, and "Leader of the Pack." And up next, this is the Runaways, their first album. This originally came out in 1976, and this is a Record Store Day reissue from 2019. But yeah, this is a classic album from the girls there. Yeah, that cool looking centerfold, gatefold there, and back. But yeah, a classic album from them. Songs like "Cherry Bomb" is really good. "You Drive Me Wild," "Is It Day or Night," "Rock and Roll," "American Nights," "Blackmail," "Dead End Justice." It's great stuff from the Runaways. I saw them twice. I saw them for this album in a small club called the Joker, and then a few years later I saw them again when they opened for the Ramones, and that was at the Agora. But yeah, great band. The Runaways from 1976. And up next, this is L7. This is their debut album from 1988, and this is a reissue on, I'm not even sure what label this is on. I think it's Epitaph, because I think that's what the original album came out on. Yeah, it's on Epitaph Records. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Songs like Bite the Wax Tadpole, The Cat o' Nine Tails, Metal Stampede, Let's Rock Tonight, Snake Handler, Running from the Law, Ms. 45. Pretty good stuff. I saw this band in the 90s after they became more popular, and they opened for the Melvins. Or no, the Melvins opened for them because the Melvins played first. But yeah, that was a great concert. But yeah, this is a good album. If you don't know about it, check it out. It's L7's debut album from 1988. And up next, this is Wednesday Week, What We Had. This is from 1986 on the Enigma label. This has 3 girls, 1 guy. This is more kind of similar to Salem 66 a little bit. It's got like jangled pop guitars, female harmonies, but some of the songs are really good, like Feel So Small, Missionary, All That Again, Wonder What You Hear, Looking Back, Circle, Suicide. Pretty good stuff from Wednesday Week. And there you go for that. And up next, it says Salem 66 with A Ripping Spin. This was their first full-length album. What I was playing at the beginning, that was their first EP. That one consisted of just the 3 girls. And on this one, they added a boy on guitar. But yeah, this is good too. Great female harmonies on here. Songs like Love and Truth. Primavera, a really good song. Water Watchdog, Across the Sea, Chinchilla, Playground. All pretty good stuff from Salem 66. I always liked this band. They're very underrated and not a whole lot of people talk about them. But I think they're a pretty good band. If you don't know about them, check them out. This is their first full length, A Ripping Spin, from 1985, I believe. But yeah, great stuff. Salem 66. And up next, this is Siouxsie and the Banshees, Hyena. This is from 1984. This is the album that really turned me on to Siouxsie and the Banshees. I've heard their music. I think I even had like 1 album before this, and it was one of those things you play a few times and just filed it away and forgot about it. But then when I heard this album, it's like, man, this is so good. The opening track, Dazzle, just blew me away. Great stuff here. The Inner Sleeves, and Robert Smith is still in the band. And there's Siouxsie down here, right there. But yeah, and then there's lyrics. But yeah, great album. Like I said, this is the one that really got me into Siouxsie and the Banshees. After this, it was like I had to have all their stuff. But song besides Dazzle, they do a really good cover of the Beatles' Dear Prudence, and the song Bring Me the Head of the Preacher Man is good. Swimming Horses. It's like really dark lyrics and just great music. If you don't know about Siouxsie and the Banshees, this album in particular, check it out. It's so good. The Siouxsie and the Banshees, Hyena. And up next, this is Blondie the second album, Plastic Letters, from 1977. This is really, really good. Kind of like 60s inspired pop. Some of the songs on here, like Fan Mail, Denise, which is a cover by a song, the cover of a song by a group called Goldie and the Gingerbreads. It was a single they did in the 60s. But other songs like Bermuda Triangle Blues, Youth Nabbed a Sniper, Contact and Red Square. I didn't have the nerve to say no. But yeah, great stuff from Blondie. Like I said, 60s inspired pop, punk, but great stuff nonetheless. And Blondie, fronted by the beautiful Debbie Harry. Great stuff. And up next, this is the Pretenders and their first album, fronted by Chrissie Hynde from Akron, Ohio. This is great. This lineup of the band, these two guys here, James Honeyman Scott and Pete, I can't remember his last name, Pete Farndon on bass. This lineup was the best out of all the lineups of Pretenders, and it's such a shame that these two went too early, because like I said, this was the best lineup, and I think they would have been fantastic if they could have went on longer. But yeah, it's a great album. A lot of people know this album. Opening song, Precious, fantastic. If you don't know, some of the words, lyrics in Precious make reference to streets and highways in Cleveland, Ohio. Chrissie Hynde was, like I said, she was from Akron. And Akron's like the sister city to Cleveland. But yeah, there's really good stuff on here. Tattooed Love Boys do a great cover of the Kinks' Stop Your Sobbing. Brass in Pocket is another one. But yeah, you all know this album. Great stuff from the Pretenders from 1979. No, 1980. But yeah, great stuff. And then the last one here, this is Grace Slick and the Great Society collector's item. These are tapes of the band The Great Society that Grace Slick was in before she joined the Jefferson Airplane. And I think most of the stuff was recorded live at the Matrix, because they were like a regular band that played there. But yeah, there's early versions of Somebody to Love and White Rabbit on here. Or both songs Grace would bring to the Jefferson Airplane and make huge hits out of them. But yeah, this is interesting to hear. And songs like Sally Go Round the Roses, Father Bruce, Outlaw Blues is a good one, Darkly Smiling, Daydream Nightmare. But you know, this is like a right up here. But yeah, not bad. Interesting stuff to hear. Not the best sound, but still pretty good to listen to once in a while. But Grace Slick and the Great Society. So that's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed that. I'd like to thank everyone who leaves comments, and thanks to everyone who subscribed in the last few weeks. And I need about maybe 60 more subscribers to 1,000. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button. So that'll do it for this week. I hope everybody's having a great weekend and enjoying great music. So take care, and we'll see you all next week.